welcome back to the channel. I haven't posted in a while. It's been a very busy past few months, but I know I promised I would post this and then got busy. I had some stuff recorded and then it turns out that my mic wasn't recording, so just lots of fun random crap that we're not going to get into. We're in a different garage, there's more light, but we have done recently an S650 steering wheel upgrade, or I've done that, and then I figured I would kind of do a quick video to show you how easy it is to do that. I also got the airbag cover replaced, so now it actually matches the steering wheel correctly and looks all nice and fancy. So I figured might as well take advantage of this, re-record everything, and kind of show you. It's actually pretty straightforward. And so let's kind of go through the installation, you could say, requirements for the steering wheel. And then, yeah, so let's kind of take a look at what we got. So this is my steering wheel that I finally got installed. You'll notice a couple of things about it. Normally the S650 steering wheel has two sets of buttons. They're done over, I think, 3 channels. I think just like in this S650, but my stereo doesn't have that many button inputs, so these were actually plenty and then some. So because of that, I also wanted to put my push to start button in here because it looks a little bit cleaner. So we just kind of made the decision to just have the push to start button here, and then radio controls here. So with that, you still have, technically, you reuse all of your other clock spring from your very old S197 steering wheel. And then there's a couple of connections that you have to do. All of these in here are technically my inputs for radio and whatnot. And then this is technically the color, or these, whatever you're connecting back to get the horn working and illumination. Illumination still works, so if we do that, that still turns on. So with that, not many differences to that. I also keep I have a nice handy dandy Excel spreadsheet with all of this on how you need to connect it. But just very quick thing, from the old harness, black now goes to the white of the horn, right? The green goes to, let's take a look at that. Woo, too many wires in the way. So green goes to blue and black. So I think the black is actually a ground now. On this side, we don't have cruise control, so we're not connecting these. Remember, I don't care about cruise control because I have a manual conversion and it doesn't matter. So the only thing we have left over is a red wire, which goes for the illumination, right? So red from your old harness goes to yellow for illumination. Once again, green goes to black and blue for ground. And then based on that, we have a very simple red and yellow that's technically your input for these buttons, right? Once again, I'm gonna have the like the Excel spreadsheet that covers everything with all the color matching and everything, so it should be very straightforward from that perspective. And then the only thing that you need to also do is these connectors are kind of plug and play. You'll notice that on the black one right here, there's a little tab on the center, and you have to kind of just move it to the side a little bit, because Ford in its mighty glory has decided to move the little notch from the left side to the right side. Just kind of move it a little bit with a pick, and it plugs just fine into this connector without any sort of an issue. So you can see in here, 2 little connectors, just fine. You got the horn connector, everything works fine. And then all you need to do is get these wires out of the way. Oops, the horn is very sensitive on these now. And then there you have it, sits in there just fine. Start, So I know this is a fairly quick video. Once again, that spreadsheet that I'll link at the bottom really has everything lined up. It's very straightforward. I even have all the the values of each button, like I think recorded. You will need to use a resistor offset between the red, one of the two wires for input. I have that outlined into the spreadsheet. I forgot which one it was, because technically on each of the 3 channels for inputs, use the same resistive value. Very smart for it. So one input for, let's say, red is going to get let's say 36 ohms. The other one's going to get 36 ohms for the second input, because you can do two inputs in your pack interface. And then your third input, you have to offset with one of them. So I think I used a 1 kilo ohm or 1000 ohm resistor. Very, very close on one of the inputs. You might need to experiment with maybe like 1100 ohms or whatnot. But once you get that in there, everything works fine. And then as you can see in here, it looks like $1,000,000. So now this really completes the look. I feel like the shape of this kind of goes with the shape of the dash and everything. And I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. I know that some people might like it, some people might not like it, but for me, this really works. And I'll see you on the next one.